Hello, greetings. I'm joining tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Welcome to the channel of Absolute Insanity. This is not for kids. This is not for normal people. If you're normal, spiritually normal, this is probably not going to be for you. This is in other realms. This is only, from what I feel, maybe I'm wrong, it's only a small. It's not for a lot of people, basically. I mean, are you here to release the Matrix and throw it out? I mean, truly throw out this paradise called reality? Most aren't. They might say they are, but not really. So, this broadcast is NASA ley lines. I don't really look into ley lines that often, but I had a message this morning about going into it. And it is, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of our majority or all sites, military bases, temples are on ley lines. I imagine sporting stadiums are also to control humanity. And are doing a bang up job doing it. Now, not all of them are used for that, but for right now, it's being used for that. It can also conceal darkness. It's used for, there is positive energies there, but not felt that much. But yes, it does exist. For NASA ley lines is hidden ley lines. Ley lines that are not known. And there are many of them. They use them against us. Like AI, artificial intelligence ley lines that are going into our, our thinking. Even nanotechnology is used through ley lines that we're unaware of. So you can also say technically these like artificial ley lines are created, from what I'm gathering. I'm channeling all this if you're wondering. And if others think that other channelers are a better teacher, we'll go for them. Have fun with that. With chemtrails, they activate these ley lines. And so you might realize this isn't for everybody. Right where you see chemtrail technologies, or chemtrails in general, there is ley line, obviously public ones, but also private ones. The private ones is really what they're activating. And they're doing a hell of a job of controlling humanity. And humanity releasing these is not the easiest. It's kind of like going into your darker self to release it. Like releasing nanotechnologies that's been programmed through higher dimensional energy. You can realize that aliens use these things for better and for worse. Mostly for worse for right now, from what I'm gathering. To program humanity, basically. So, NASA is like a cover front. It's not really NASA. It really isn't NASA. NASA, you can scrub that little name off and put alien, whatever, mothership, whatever you want to call it. Alien cover-up. Yeah, that's basically what it is. They have to put something there because they are screwing around. And they can't hide everything. So, yeah, technology here. Of course, they said they can't get to the moon again anymore. And, of course, China did. Obviously, NASA's being used against us to NASA is basically like the mother of, I would call it like the mother, like the AI mother, AI of the mother AI controlling humanity. I'll let you connect with that. People already know about it. Good for you. Getting the keys to unlock this sucker is not easy. It is, multi-dimensional. Obviously, the men in black are there to keep things in line. As people are doing healings with their chakras and connecting to their guides, that's great and everything. Snapping out of the matrix isn't easy, but tapping into alien energies to release from the Matrix is possible. It's like connecting to an alien's frequency and kind of seeing their reality. We're not technically ready for that, but technically we are being prepared for it. Basically, like some people already are, I think that some made themselves publicly, like connecting to a mothership or an alien ship. Of course, most of humanity is laughing, ha ha ha, drinking Kool-Aid, plugging themselves into the mothership, AI system, basically. But it is possible. And like I said, a lot of stuff gets too real where people are scared of this stuff. But this is where we're heading, because the nonsense of our reality is going to start falling apart. It already is to a degree. It's going to take a while for it to obviously to fully shut down. But yeah, it's like NASA ley lines. So you got to use your own vibration, connect to it. I would say they're all over the place. And they're a lot more intense than the actual ley lines. But these are the NASA ley lines are here to control us. And they're more vicious. And they're artificially created. So they are using technology to create these things. So they can't be turned off, let's put it that way. As for us turning them off, it's another story. It's like it's basically another layer of, it's like we have layers of manipulation around us. I mean, we have Wi-Fi and all that going on. So NASA type of manipulation is not really a big surprise. There's different verbiages of it. Let's see, connecting to the reptilian overlords now. They obviously, I mean, most people aren't going to believe this, so they could care less. But they use it to get into the minds, basically control people's emotions. Because they're easy to, they use television, news, whatever it might be, to control emotions to get you to think a certain way. Basically, they help you think the way they want you to think. And that's how the Matrix is pretty much ran. So, it's like, think about these things beings plugged into your mind telling you what to do. People, of course, don't believe it, and so it continues the manipulation. So basically, if you disconnect from mainstream everything, of course, you can't disconnect from YouTube entirely, or Facebook. Well, you can disconnect from the mind control of it, basically. The mainstream of it. It's most of it's nonsense anyway. I believe also the spiritual community is going to be transforming itself over time. Basically being the first people to really open up to real realities here. Obviously, they're working towards it. But then again, I've had my wonders if they're ever going to go anywhere because all the drama. So criticisms, drama, criticisms that go nowhere, trying, just whatever. But yeah, a lot of souls are having difficulties growing into all this. There is a way out. I mean, I've been looking for a way out. I don't think about it all the time because I'm being beaten to death by work. But these things can be overridden, basically, slowly. Let's see here. Alright, we'll go into that a little bit. See if I can figure out how to use this thing. So, I think I got kind of it figured out. Maybe I don't have anything figured out. Do have an update coming up. This isn't it. ZombieTower.com for those that are new to all of this. I have private sessions throughout the week. I think Thursday and next week, and the rest of the next week is available. We have more how to channel, be bizarre. A Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. Oh wait, about 7-8 days for delivery on this. Same situation here. About channels and healers I do recommend. We have, what is this? Social Network and Absolute Madness. Oh, I don't think I did that right. still trying to figure this thing out. I think we got it working okay. I'm believing this thing works a little bit better, but I have no idea. I forgot to check on something else. Alright, here we are once again. Thank you for your support. Yes, it's all bizarre. It's not the idea behind it, but it's kind of like you want to know what's going on in reality. I mean, clearing your chakras and everything is great and everything. Talking to your guides that you probably should be firing is fine too. Where am I going with all this? One thing about chakras, some chakras are meant to be blocked for a reason. Because sometimes you become too activated and you can't handle this reality. Because this place is, it's a paradise island that everybody loves, but chooses to try to escape. And some people can't function in this reality too well, so blocking a portion of your chakra, or all of it, depending on what it is necessary. Not everybody's like that, but some are. Some adjust to this reality, others can't and just shut themselves down. Some go into like depression and anger or whatever it might be just because they activate themselves. You don't find a lot of happiness here. Not really. You find a lot of fakeness. Definitely find that. But not really what you're looking for. So it might as well be at the low vibration of other people. That way you can function here. It's just not sure how many are going to buy into that, but like I said, it's only for a small amount of people are going to breathe all this in and see that. I'm not expecting to preach to the world or anything like that from it. Yeah, I'm not sure where this world's going as for evolving. Not very far. It's not looking good, but you never know. As for alien disclosure, obviously we got to clear our own vibrations to connect more to the higher dimensions. But alien disclosure is an energy of keyword healing. It is a healing phase that some people here need to hear to release this reality. They might not know how to release it, but they know, like within, they feel like alien disclosure is a possibility, like finding the power within the higher dimensional self within. So anyway, I wrote something today, and I just saw like, some people out there are just half-ass backwards created, but that's fine. So with let's see here. I'm kind of distracted a little bit. Just gross. Some of the stuff just. Anyway, it's not work related though. NASA ley lines are obviously reptilian created, artificial intelligence energies that always been here. I mean, I believe they've been here to a certain degree. It's just now we got technology, so they're kind of using technology against us. As you can tell, like Facebook's here to run your mind or cause depression. Technologies, all sort of technologies used to like cause us more problems, but also here to awaken us to a certain degree. With the NASA ley lines, also it's basically to cause mostly depression and to slow things down, ascension wise. People say life is boring and yada yada yada. Well, it's helping with that. It's really I believe it's mostly messing with the mind for the most part. It is taking away, not for everybody, but it's like there's certain programmings that they want you to pull on, like drama, like you see in the news or People magazine. They want you to go into that drama and stay there in that thinking. They don't want you to like find yourself, find your vibration, find your guides or anything like that. They want to just keep you in that subject matter. And they also manipulate spirit guides too. So yeah, you gotta take this to a whole bizarre level of like movie insanity. And that's where you find your real earth, basically. It's like the more you believe of this reality of what's really here, Yeah, it's all in belief system. The more you believe the insanity, like it's like as crazy as it is. It's like, is it like a creature running everything? That might be another way of you opening up. Like I said, I think some people get scared of this stuff. Send me emails telling me that there are other channelers that are better healer or better teachers. It's like, I'm not here to teach. Take it or leave it. But it's like, but obviously I'm telling you, when you become more alien, you connect more to your higher dimensional self, and I told stuff like that. It's like, whatever. Obviously somebody trying to hit the brakes on their own ascension, and not really here to really grow at all, from what I can see. So, that's unfortunate. That's, who cares? So as we go into, I would call it like ley line healing, which is pretty advanced, but it's basically seeing reptilian manipulations. I would say it's not necessarily in the skies. It's wherever you can pick up on it. I think more people are going to open up to this stuff over time. It's like you feel like a beam of light's going through you or something like that. That's dumb. I never, just like the idea of ley lines came to me this morning. It was like, is that something I've heard of it, and never really thought much about it. So I guess it's now time to load into it. Coral Castle. It's in Florida and wherever it is. I forget where it is. Homestead has a ley line there. This guy built all this pyramid stuff. It's like, what the fuck? So NASA in Florida is part of a ley line. I imagine Disney's on a ley line, but I wouldn't doubt it. But like I said, the NASA ones are hidden, and you just kind of have to connect to them vibrationally. They're mostly in the skies, but they do go throughout the ground too, or through our level. Let's put it that way. Like Christmas time, they're activated more. Doesn't you feel like during the holidays things kind of change? The air changes a little bit. Doesn't feel different. Like on a Sunday, it feels a little bit different. I believe these ley lines have something to do with the vibration of reality. So I'm talking about the NASA ones. It feels like a Tuesday, feels like a Monday. Some people say, wow, it's Wednesday, but it feels like a Monday. It's probably through their manipulations of these ley lines. Is something. Churches have them left and right. They have stacked on top of them ley lines you're not seeing. Try defeating that. Try breaking through something like that. It's like a reptilian grid to really get into your mind. The mind is where they operate. Where the matrix is operated. This is the third dimensional. This is your virtual reality is your mind. Virtual reality keeps you in this dimension. So breaking out of that is not simple. But at least you can heal the thought patterns that go into it. Sometimes those thoughts are yours. Sometimes those thoughts are something else. Usually has to do with materialism. It depends on what it is. Some people are disconnected from this, but some are connected to People Magazine or whatever People Magazine says they believe. So that's part of obviously the manipulations. It goes into the news. It goes into all kinds, anything mainstream basically. So let's see. It feels like this is mostly reptilian created. The archons are part of the standard ley line energies. That's where the archons are. Like the reptilians are, I would say, using archon technologies to do these things, do this kind of stuff. So it feels like it's mostly. I mean, obviously, it's not just reptilians, felines. I know the felines say, "Oh, we're just so perfect. We're just so nice." Think again. That's not always the case. So, there's some. There's a lot of reptilian. Felines that blame the reptilians. Say, "Oh, it's the reptilians do this," and it's actually the felines doing it. We're talking about a massive manipulation there, and not all felines are channeled or like this, but some are. And they're obviously very deceptive. So we're not used to hearing a feline being a negative manipulation. You don't hear that very often. You hear mostly reptilians. But felines do it for sure. On a massive scale. Because everybody, they're pointing at the reptilians, so felines can get away with everything. So, obviously they don't want to hear that. Obviously not many people are going to buy into this whole NASA ley line situation. Then again, you never know. But yeah, it's realized when you're being programmed since a child from this stuff, it's not easy to break out of. I mean, they tell you all the spiritual stuff's nonsense. So all you can do is heal yourself and not worry about the rest of the world. Connect to your own reality, release all of this programming, and just find inner, awakeness on your own, not worry about the rest of the world. 'Cause the rest of the world's going to throw itself in the gutter, basically. It's doing a hell of a job of it right now. It make good slaves, obviously. Yeah, the prison society really shows itself that it makes good prisoners. We got the best prisoners in, I would say, in the universe, actually. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Yeah, releasing from that is, yeah, it's really taking your whole belief system and throwing it out. How many are willing to do that? It's like taking everything that you thought of, believed in, just throw it all out. Let's see here. What else we have here? Yeah, for the most part, let's see. Reptilians do have technologies like on their belts and felines where they can actually turn up the volume of manipulation, like have somebody have a car crash. Depends on the vibration of the person. That's easy to control. Most people are at a low vibration, so they're easy to manipulate. So there's that. Causing difficulties with planes. We had a couple of aircrafts crash recently. I think these are the Boeing planes. That was actually more mechanical manipulation. I don't think it was like a laser or anything like that. I'm not sensing that. So the reason why our power grids are so old, because they're used against us through some kind of is used against us, basically. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I see their belts. They show me their, I don't know why they're showing me their belts, I guess. Like we're going to do anything about it. Well, those that are doing their own healings and higher vibrational knowledge will be able to connect to these things. I'm just making sure my audio is working. So it's just something that, and also realize that they're showing me the belts. So really, I don't know how many people out there connect to aliens that much. But if you see like an alien, like a reptilian, or like you visualize it or feel it, however you operate, I would say mostly it's felines and reptilians. I know it's like grays, got to be watching out for them. I'm going to say this. Felines and reptilians are the ones that are usually causing the difficulties here. There are some Syrians here and there. I think more feline and reptilian. You can also use your ability to sabotage, shut down their belts, their alien belt. I know it sounds really out there, but you can. Yeah, use your own like healing ability, or well, this is where we're heading. You might not see these beings. I mean, this is only, like I said, for like what, 1% of people out there, maybe 0.0%. Either way, they're showing it to me. I mean, this is, we talk about this, we can't really prove it. 100, 200 years from now, this will all be figured out. So, yeah, their utility belts are also used for cloaking, to keep them hidden, to open up portals, dimensions, whatever it might be. I feel like it's mostly a belt from what I can pick up on. So they're doing, they're just making sure the slaves are thinking, they can connect to like the thinking process. They want to make sure you keep your mind on what they want you to keep it on. When you start channeling their vibrations, they get pissed. So it's like, okay, are there any reptilians here? Oh, there's one right there, and you tap into their vibration. It's like, what's your name? They might like that, they might not. Now, it might be a friendly one, but most likely it's a not friendly one. obviously there are positive aliens vibrations around, but if you connect to a not so friendly one, I believe that's another way of breaking down the matrix energy too. Not to say to go look for it, but if you find one, connecting vibration, you see one that's not, it's up to you and how you want to connect to something like that. But there's nothing they can do to you. They're already doing stuff through the technologies. Now, if you're doing this psychically, you're doing intuitions, you're tapping into their vibrations. Most likely, the mind control here is not working. Now, they obviously use a lot of manipulation in the spiritual communities to get people to drama. Oh, I'm better than you. I'm this. I'm that. You're not connecting to this. I'm connecting to that. Da, 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 da. You're not a good teacher. You gotta go to this person to be a good teacher. You got all that nonsense. All that spiritual diarrhea that's out there that I avoid as much as possible. It's another level of manipulation there, basically. So, obviously, that's the last thing you want is people to go against each other. But I guess that's going to happen anyway. It's the Wild West. Well, it is the Dark Ages. But I believe that's where we're heading, basically. To tap into lower vibrations that are, like have a conversation with them. It's like, you connect to reptilian beings. Like, how's it going with manipulating humanity? And what they say is, oh, it's pretty easy. Gee, wonder how. Because most of them give up their rights. They have a contract. Humanity allows reptilians and the dark forces, of course they don't call themselves that, but I'm going to call them that, to rewrite their charts, their existence here, connect to a lower vibration. Now, you can change that, but many don't. Because of lessons. It's like, for example, like you're in school and you only date nice people, and then all of a sudden you're dating like pieces of shit. That's their give that a shot. Now, if you're ready to get out of that, that's up to you. So it's a lot more sophisticated than that, but that's like a Cliff Notes version of it. Obviously, when you incarnate here, not all souls sign up for a reptilian manipulation. What do you call it? A reptilian manipulation chart or blueprint, or basically we come here with a blueprint, basically. So, or contract, a reptilian contract. Not everybody signs up for that. Obviously, in California, as part of gangs and all that. But then realize also a lot of those gangs have reincarnated in there before, from the past. It's like that's all they know. That's one hell of a way to be social. The Wild West, the Dark Ages. I think most of them met during the Dark Ages. And they just can't seem to let go of that low vibration. It's the adventure of it. Yeah, have fun with that. But it's like Wind Wizard. Yeah, it's like a reptilian vibration. Yeah, they said they're really proud of them. That's nice. Shit. Let's see here. Basically, humanity gave up their faith on themselves and gave it to another entity, such as Jesus, for example, gave away their power. That's obvious, right? Gave away to whoever. Tony Robinson, whatever, their TV, Netflix, whatever the hell it is. Not everybody does it. Some people just give themselves away. And that's what made this world so unusual, because people just gave away their power. That's why you have so many slaves and all that. Some of that has to do with the Anunnaki, but not entirely. This world is kind of, it's kind of like our own unique thing. Other worlds do that to a degree, but our world really take it to a whole new level of low, basically. It's like we are the ultimate slaves, from what I'm gathering. Obviously, our worlds are a lot worse than this one, but this one's gotta be the top 2 at least of slavery, at least. So a lot of them basically. So people are like talking about why aliens are so interested in us. Oh, because we're just so emotional, which is our emotions is just out of control. Yeah, watching Captain Marvel, I was really emotional. God, that was the most unemotional movie. I had a lot of emotions. I don't think I was alone. I think the audience was emotional. It's like, where's all the emotion in this thing? That's where all the emotions are coming from. It wasn't the movie. It caused a lot of emotion. It caused a lot of anger, that's for sure. Anyway. Diverse. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, basically we make the best slaves in the universe. I guess that's something to be proud of. So, aliens are learning from our slavery, our slave ways, and a lot of them are like just. I mean, a lot of us work hard at being slaves, so that teaches a lot. Especially worlds that kind of are lazy as hell. So we bring their laziness here, incarnate, and try to get them productive. So it does have its positives. So it has a lot to do. Basically, there's a lot of stuff they're not going to tell us, but a lot of it has to do with just our slave mentality. Is like, at least I would say, at least in the top 5 worlds, or top 3, or maybe the top 1. Maybe the top 1. Because like, we're slaves and we don't even think we're slaves. It's not in our culture, not really. It's sort of in a culture, but not really. Other worlds know that they're slaves. It's like plastered everywhere. They know they're slaves. They see the master. We see the master, but we don't think that way. Some do, but it's not in a... I mean, the way they look at it is free. I mean, you can't free yourself. Problem is, we're programmed by news to keep you a slave. And whatever. Propaganda. You know, we're kept into this slave mentality, so breaking out of it is, you know, people say, I'm drunk, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, coming from a slave society, who cares what they think? It's like, I'm here to break free. You want to stay a slave all your life? Go right ahead. Have fun with that. Shit, some of us, I mean, obviously it's a challenge, but, I mean, obviously it's not something we're going to, I mean, you want to break through the matrix, obviously, it's a break through the slavery, the slave mentality. It's like, we're not going to be slaves here anymore. But where do we go from there? Well, first off is to recognize the slave mentality. And it's not really in our culture. It is, but not really. It's more like a conspiracy theory. Get out there and work. Yeah, get out there and get out there and have some work. See? Slave mentality. So, I mean, yeah, you want to work, but not, you want to do stuff that helps you feel good about yourself, which is very rare on this planet. So the idea is to do something that you do want, and to, you know, help you evolve in a different way instead of a way where you like want to freaking drink yourself to death. So this world's really good at that. So the other way for humanity to break out of third dimension is our culture has to have a major wake-up call. Obviously, it's not in a rush for that. I mean, healing your chakras and all that is great. Getting to your guides is good. I mean, all those are good things. But then you get stagnant. What now? It's like, as for where now after that, I'm not quite sure, but trust me, I'm trying to bring the aliens as fast as I can. Because I'm going to be jumping on their ship and getting the hell out of here. You guys can have your slave world and have fun with that. If other people want to join me, fine. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be interested in that. I can be scared. I won't be scared. Fuck it. This is the government. Good. I'll take wherever I can get. Yeah, Elon Musk is going to Mars. What are they going to do? Shoot everybody over there? And then die? That seems to be their plan, from what I'm gathering. So, SpaceX, you just send people to Mars to get over there, and they like maybe live for 5 minutes and die. Yeah, that is a good plan. I don't think he really has a plan for that. So, yeah, that's a multi-billion-dollar business right there. So, you can just send them to the sun. Maybe that'll make more sense. But whatever, everybody die on the way there. It's like the most bizarre Congo. What are they? Whatever. It's probably going to be all done in movies anyway. They'll just have, you know, fake landing and all that. So one never really knows the full story, like everything else. So yeah, basically our culture. I don't know what's any messages from the Empire. No. Basically humanity gave up on itself, in the past. Obviously, through contracts, throughout time, whistleblowers of your reality have been, killed and ridiculed. Witches have been ridiculed. Magicians, mostly witches, because a lot of witches aren't really doing anything. They're just doing something weird. And that tells you, obviously they're breaking through the mental manipulations, obviously. But yeah, this time it's just, humanity went to like a more of a child mentality, but we're coming out of it slowly, basically. We're like we're adults acting like children, basically. But we're going to go into a massive upgrade soon. We're working on it. I keep getting 100 years. So what are we going to do between now and then? Watch Netflix, watch the movies evolve while we sit here and just wait for it to happen? That's nice. I'm not getting any clear direction of anything at this moment. Alien energies obviously work through the government systems. Some of them manipulate the government. Of course, the government isn't much to trust. Obviously, there's going to be no fake invasion. Don't worry about that. But do expect fake type of Congress people, congressmen, clone energies. That I believe the clones are going to start increasing their numbers because most people are believing in media and government, and more clones are on the way. Not to say we don't have enough of them right now. More of those energies are going to start increasing. I'm not sure how. I think some are being pretty obvious at this time. Some of them are speaking out and this and that. There's a lot of clone energies. Obviously can't prove it. There's also something I saw about Hillary Clinton died or something like that. I saw that online. It's like, well, I guess we still have the real one, or one of them here, and the reign of terror has not fully ended. So that's nice, but I guess there are other versions of Earth and stuff that where she got tried and died, but I'm not sure about this one here. Let's see here. I'm not going to go there. They say she's a clone energy. Let's see here. No. I don't see that. Of course, not everybody's going to agree with everything, but I believe Hillary is Hillary, but there are versions of her, definitely, but I think it's like, obviously in other parallel realities, Hillary Clinton gets tried and thrown in jail or whatever the hell it is, but in our reality, it's not going to happen. And also this whole thing about this mass arrest situation, there's always going to be arrests and all that, here and there, but not be a mass arrest where all of a sudden things change. I don't think it's going to happen. Like a massive redux, like we're just going to change, society's going to change it forever. Far from it. It's not likely. No, because they run everything. They run your corporations, they run IBM, they run everything. You think if they do a few arrests, you think that's going to change everything? No, it's not likely. That can only go to this place. Humanity has to change. It has to change its ways. And look at things differently. And most of it isn't ready to do that. They're ready to just hate the Illuminati, hate the deep state, being pissed off about that. It's not going to get you anywhere. Not really. It's going to keep on going. It loves the hate. You send them more hate, they love it. Send them love, it's another story. They don't like that. So, like you give the reptilians a big fat hug, give them a big kiss. Yeah, they don't like that. Have them shut down their NASA ley lines by giving them a big kiss on the face and a big hug. Yeah, they don't like any of that. Yeah, they don't like that. Let's see here. So NASA ley line energies, yes, are... So how to heal all of this? It's something you have to tap into. it is running majority of humanity's consciousness. Something is like get you to buy stuff, not for everybody, obviously, those that have stepped out of it, but those that are like really pissed off at the government or really into fashion and the culture, those, they want to keep you. I mean, obviously there's positive energies there too. Like some people just don't want to see what's going on. Go on vacation, go feed the kids, live in wild, wild land. It's probably for the better. Because you can get rid of all that. It's like, welcome to purgatory. It's like, shit. It's like, you really want to see who's here. It's not friendly, that's for damn sure. There is friendly beings here. We got to deal with the pain in the asses first. Yeah, so it's basically humanity has a short temper. It's easy to manipulate because it gave up on itself centuries ago. Or, thousands of years ago. For it to rebuild itself isn't going to be easy because we're just slowly coming out of the contract process. 2012 obviously was a change of hands where spiritual energies are coming in. The way lines are being activated, but it does take time and they can be manipulated. So for humanity to define itself, it's got to take itself more seriously. Most don't, but many are. Humanity has to take itself more seriously instead of being programmed by televisions and news and all of that. So it's connecting more to yourself isn't the easiest because most aren't really connecting to themselves. As you connect to yourself, you can connect to an alien mothership. That's not always for military reasons, but a lot of the military presence here is to protect their worlds from us invading them. So they're here to help us, but also keeping us on our planet because we're nuts. We break off this place and go build a Walmart over there on their planet, their peaceful planet. Yeah, they're going to really love that. They think I'm joking, too. I'm not joking. So, let's see. Obviously, those ley lines are all through Florida. One of the reasons why I'm here, right? It does go up the state, at least of, America, at least. Yeah. It's, Florida is apparently a major center for it. That's nice. Yeah, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So yeah, Florida is one of the main places that sets the agenda. I didn't know that. That's one of them. It's in a different dimension. It's one of them. It's off the coast of Florida, more around the Bermuda Triangle. So there's a base there. Makes sense. So yeah, there's an alien base in Bermuda Triangle, and sometimes they do screw around with instruments and stuff. It all depends. They did in the past. I think they turned that thing off right by now. Yeah, there is the major ones. Reptilian, there's other beings there. There's not all reptilian, but it's a reptilian base. Big surprise there. That's nice. So go swim out and go find it. Yeah, you won't find anything. So yeah, like an underwater alien base is controlling our government. One of them at least, obviously. Let's see, there are clones, obviously, of Trump all around the world, actually. And people are living different realities and don't even realize it. Yeah. But our reality is really cut in pieces. Yeah, just focus on yourself. Not worry what's going on in the news because it's all manipulation. People look in the news, Trump is here and there, but also, he can be somewhere else too. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, just work on yourself. Not worry about the rest of the world because you can't trust what's out there. You can't trust your news. You can't trust shit. Just work on what you got. You can trust me, you don't have to, I don't care. Some people say, go with somebody else, go to other channeler, and he's a better channeler, and all that nonsense, talking about 9D crap, don't mean anything. So, of course, not like this you can really tap into, but, yeah, this is pretty out there, but that's where it is. Yeah, it's weirdness, more weirdness on the way for, Martha Stewart's a reptilian. I don't know why they're telling me that. Yeah, all of the major, obviously the major news sources are reptilian ruled. and weird. Now, what about the weirds? What's going on with those guys? They like to keep hidden. You ever wonder why? Yeah, they can be pretty vicious when they have to be to try to keep things. Basically, it's weirds. Yeah, they just can't stand humans. Basically, yeah, they felt like this should be their world. It should be a reptilian, feline world. Yeah, I imagine that would go on really well. They feel like humans are one of the weakest species in the universe. Boy, I wonder where you get that idea from. Yeah, you ever see, anyway. So, at least in their opinion. But I don't know if they would, you put a reptilian in this environment and have this crap, I'm not sure how long that would, they'd be losing their minds too. Obviously, they said been through worse, but I'm not sure what that version of worse means. Their version of worse is like living in a swampland and, shit everywhere. Of course, with the cat people, they like everything nice and pretty and all that. So, we have a combination of both worlds, as you can see. Obviously, our politicians are heavily manipulated. I wouldn't trust anything any of them say, even Trump for that matter. It's like, just focus on yourself. Yeah, because there's just a lot of stuff out there we can focus on if you want to, but it's like, there's a lot of manipulations on all layers that we're not going to fully understand. It's like, as you just focus on yourself and connect to your own vibrations, open yourself up, you'll just start seeing things differently, and you become less manipulated if you want to. Not many people are ready for that. The unplug from the matrix is basically just trust your own vibration. I'm not sure how many are really ready for that. Yeah, it's like create your own reality, basically. That's not easy. Yeah, it's like you're focused on your own higher self energies, your own oversoul, your own higher vibrational self, and it just cuts through this third dimension mind melt. So yeah, it's like it's like connecting. If you're okay with your higher self, it's like seeing the world from your higher dimensional self. That's basically all this has been about. Seeing from your higher dimensional self is not easy to do. Yeah, because it gets out of focus all the time. Yeah, reptilian beings, dragon beings are used. Even Mother Earth is used against humanity, as you can see. So there is a way of tapping out of this reality, that's for sure. We're not always ready for it, but yeah, there is possibility. So, all right, hopefully some of this is helpful. If not, there are other places you can go, more likely. So, all right, take care. Much love, everyone. Have a good night.